Miss Bahamas. Resorts. Miss Bosnia and Herzegovina. Miss Bosnia and Herzegovina wants her country to recycle more, use more electric cars, and support and promote the use of renewable energy. She says that it is about time for us to put this into action before it's too late. Miss Brazil. Miss Brazil says her country is currently undergoing political, social, and economic problems. That is why she calls on her countrymen to choose the right people to be their leaders during the election time. And as Miss Earth Brazil, she will use the opportunity to spread awareness and influence people about the human impacts on the planet. Miss Cambodia. Miss Cambodia's message to her countrymen is to continuously be proud of their culture and heritage and to be increasingly passionate about protecting the environment. She adds, our culture determines who we are, but our environment determines what we and our future generations will be. She adds, by better understanding one's culture and natural resources, we will be able to give them more importance. Once again, let's all welcome back the first batch of our Miss Earth delegates from the Water Group. We have Miss Austria, Miss Bahamas, Miss Bosnia and Herzegovina, Brazil, and Cambodia. To start off the second batch of our Miss Earth delegates from the Water Group, we have Miss China. In Miss China's opinion, transportation is one of the key issues to solve for the protection of the environment. As a populous country, Chinese people have a tendency to have one or more cars. So to address this problem, she calls on her compatriots to low carbon driving or to drive as little as possible and to use public transportations, travel by bike or even just walk. She says that these actions can not only effectively solve traffic congestions, but also to improve the environment. Next up, we have Miss Croatia. Miss Croatia believes that her countrymen already know show to great care of the environment and are already aware of the problems that can occur if they choose to neglect it. In order to keep things this way, she says that her countrymen should also teach the young generations in order to maintain and preserve the environment. Next up, we have Miss Cyprus. Miss Cyprus calls on her countrymen to protect her country's unique animal and plant life. She says that her government must not just concentrate on the economic growth, but also in implementing policies that are pro-environment. Miss Ecuador. Miss Ecuador has this message to share to her compatriots. Start worrying about the different situations we are facing today, and time is running out. She calls on her government to create stronger policies and harsher penalties to people who violate the laws. And lastly, for our second batch of the Miss Earth Water Group, Miss Egypt. Miss Egypt's message to her country is to concentrate more on the pollution affecting the Nile River, as it is also affecting many countries. She says that one of the best and easiest way of addressing this issue is by taking photos and posting it on social media, so more people will be aware of the river's current situation and will urge the government and groups to solve it. And now let us all welcome back the second group of a Miss Earth Delegates Water Group. Batch of Mr. Delegates Water Group, we have Miss Guadalupe. Miss Guadalupe calls to the youth to change our behavior to preserve our environment and the future. She truly believes that the youth is the hope of their nation. Next up, we have Miss Guatemala. Listen to what Mother Nature is trying to say is Miss Guatemala's message to her country, and that we should be reminded that we shall cease to exist once our environment is destroyed. She says that the implementation of the 5 Rs is one of the best and easiest way to address the environmental issues, but people tend to ignore them. So she suggests that a culture of respect must also be present in order for it to work. Miss Guyana. Miss Guyana says that as an inhabitant of this earth, we have a direct responsibility to take care of it. And it starts with learning and by being conscious of the decisions we daily make that impacts the environment. When we realize the mistakes we make, then can we truly make a change. Miss Indonesia. The biggest misconception is the belief that someone else will save the earth, says Miss Indonesia. She says that we should start from the man in the mirror, and we should start now. She calls on everyone to start making changes in our daily lives for the betterment of our home and our earth. And last but not the least, Miss Israel. Miss Israel wants to improve one specific thing regarding the environment, and that is to safeguard the unique Dead Sea and its level because some industrial endeavors are harming it. She wants the public, especially her countrymen, to help lobby their parliament representatives to take action in saving the environment, including the Dead Sea. And now let's all welcome back the third batch of our Mr. Delegate from the water group. Miss Italy. Miss Italy wants to send a message to her country to learn to respect the land we live in, to avoid any harm to it, and consequently to ourselves. To address the problem our Earth is facing, she plans to take action by using social media to bring awareness to the people. She adds that thanks to her title as Miss Earth Italy, she has the opportunity to reach a wider audience. Miss Liberia. Miss Liberia believes that in her country, many people are not fully aware about global warming and that they are now dealing with its consequences. During the rainy seasons, many people lose their homes because of floods and sea erosion. During the dry season, many suffer from excessive heat. That's why she calls on her people to stop burning fossil fuels and start looking for renewable sources of energy. Miss Malta. Miss Malta says that her country may be small, but the traffic is really bad. That's why she urges the public to carpool instead of bringing their own cars, ride a bike, or walk. because that would make Mother Earth much happier. Miss Mexico. Miss Mexico calls on her countrymen to work together and stop blaming only the authorities, because they are not the only ones responsible for whatever problems the country is facing. She believes that the solutions are all in our hands and not just in those who are in power. But not the least, Miss New Zealand. Miss New Zealand wants her country to realize how lucky they are to be surrounded by unique landscapes and diversity. But she adds that we collectively are polluting the planet at such a high rate. So it is important for us to also have to work together to restore Mother Earth for the future generations. And once again, let us all welcome back the fourth batch of the Miss Earth delegates of the Water Group. Is becoming an epidemic, says Miss Northern Ireland. It is estimated that by 2050, there will be more plastics than fishes in the sea. That's why it is important that starting today, we should start making lifestyle changes and learn to put the 5 R's into action. Miss Paraguay. Miss Paraguay's message to the youth of her country is to say no to drugs. She adds that using these substances will only destroy your life. As a medical student, she would like to suggest to do preventive campaigns in schools. And she says that she would also like to teach the children about the ill effects of these substances, because it is the most ideal time to teach them values and principles of life. Miss Puerto Rico. Using social media is the easiest way to spread awareness about the state of our environment, says Miss Puerto Rico. And it not only addresses a country, but the entire world. That is why she wants people to use this platform to raise awareness regarding the problems that Mother Earth is facing right now. Miss Reunion Island. Miss Reunion Island says that she is lucky to live in a war-free and traffic-free country. That is why she hopes that her countrymen will keep the mutual respect they have for each other so they can continue living peacefully amongst each other. Mother's message to everyone is to spread love instead of hate. She also advised the parents to teach the children while they are young. Teach them to love nature, animals, and sports, because through these, they will learn to respect everything around him or her. Welcome back, the 5th batch of Mr. Delegates from the Water Group. Miss Sri Lanka hopes that more Sri Lankans will utilize public transportation to reduce carbon emission and to reduce traffic. She also suggests that her government would improve the public transportation system and to help her on her programs to educate the people on the importance of preserving marine life in the coastal areas. Next off we have Miss Tonga. Can be more beautiful if there will be no more air pollution, drugs, and litter. She calls on her countrymen to stop using plastics and to always get their vehicles mechanically checked and to start using environmental friendly products to stop pollution happening in her country. We have Miss Ukraine. Miss Ukraine asked us to share. We need to solve the problem on wars, drugs, pollution, and deforestation now. We must now postpone it, for it may be too late. And last but not the least, Miss Vietnam. Miss Vietnam wants more strict environmental policies to be implemented in her country because this can control the polluters from damaging her country further. Her call to action is for Vietnam to build a better transport system in order to lessen the use of private vehicles. And industrial zones will be given a periodic checkpoint and unannounced audit on the facilities to see if they are maintaining their facilities according to the correct environmental standards. And now let us all welcome back the 6th and last batch of our Mr. Delegates from the Water Group.
Zusammen, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. I am Goddess Sequana, the ruler of shores, imparting on the message of proper conservation and preservation of the bodies of water. Be a solid force of change and turn your nothing into sustainably something. I am Melanie Matter, your Goddess Sequana, representing the land of music, Austria.
My name is Samia McLean, and I'm proudly representing the most beautiful 700 islands and keys in the Caribbean, the Bahamas. My goddess name is Meredith, which means protector of the ocean, is connected deeply with my advocacy, which is coral reef management. In my country and many others, preservation and conservation of our marine sources is the key to sustenance of our ecosystems and our livelihoods. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm the goddess of the love, Lada. My advocacy is stop killing animals. I'm coming from Bosnia and Herzegovina, and I'm Nazi Pepic. Thank you.